To get me to sit still as a child was always a challenge. I was the kid running up the sidewalk with friends, playing in the woods, jumping off the trampoline, dancing sporadically, or creating some imaginative game to play with myself or others. Of course, none of these activities were ever quiet. I'm the loud one among my friends and family, and that has never changed to this day. But to get me to sit still and be quiet for a couple of hours, all I needed was a good book in my hand. In my family, I'm the only one who reads for pleasure. I remember my mother always buying me books as a child, but she never read to me or took me to the library. One of my favorite books ended up being Lily's Purple Plastic Purse. I probably read it almost every day. But as I went further into elementary school, I found myself reading books like The Series of Unfortunate Events, The Cam Jansen Mysteries, and a lot of Beverly Cleary. I was also writing a lot. I kept lots of journals where I would write stories, songs, or even just about my day. After elementary school, I stopped reading for a while. I became more interested in sports. It was in the 8th grade when I was introduced to Kill a Mockingbird, and that changed my perspective. I think it had a lot to do with the amazing teacher that I had who opened my eyes to a new side of English. I found it amazing that looking at just one word or sentence could have multiple meanings. I liked how my perspective and my interpretation became voiced. Further into high school, I found myself liking a lot of medieval and British literature as well as plays. But it was always in the summer that I found myself reading for fun. And this went for the same as in college. Because I am such a slow reader, it was always hard for me to keep up by having a book on the side. But as I've grown older and into my college years, I have had a more appreciation for all literature. I don't necessarily have a preference. I'm given a book and I like it. But one of my favorite things is a story about love, hurt, or mystery. Being in my English classes now, I'm still learning and I'm still growing. I hope when I'm teaching to have my students find one thing about English that they love. I want to be that teacher who makes the math students love English. I guess my love for reading would always bring me to the classroom, and I think I always knew.